always feel like I'm in the twilight zone, and I always feel like somebody's watching me, and I have no privacy. Oh, I always feel like somebody's watching me. Tell me, is it just a dream? When I come home,
Hey boxing fans, welcome to another edition of Boxing for Real. I'm your host, Don Omega, Iron Truth. Here we are with the mailbag. We're going to start this. We had to dig real deep into the mailbag this time. There's a lot of messages. I know we said we'd get to them all. I don't know if that's possible because there are so many of them.
Yeah.
So
At least about 300.
many
probably.
of them. I mean, there's... That email thing is like, what, 400 messages in there. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Anyhow, now like 100 or so of them are fucking like
Lotto ticket winner.
Prince of Nigeria wants to give us $1 million, but like
Thanks.
300 of them or so are from people. So thank you for emailing us in.
Yeah, we've just been
We're
a little
not
behind.
ignoring you. We just, and some of them we've actually
Yeah, we've kind
One
of
of us-
answered the questions because they've just been
Few-
about predictions on
It's
fights.
just been so many of them. So sorry about that. And yeah, here's some right now though. Okay. Here's this one. Marcus from Downey, as always. Thanks for writing in again. And keep them coming. We'll get to them eventually, hopefully. Hopefully. Anyhow, congrats on your show taking off. What are Shannon Briggs' chances of now being undisputed champ? I think he can knock out any one of the heavyweights except for Tony. I don't like Peter. He was never a great heavyweight. Doesn't get in shape and is too slow. And again, that's Marcus from Downey. Well, yeah, you're saying Peter doesn't get into shape. Truthfully, Tony hasn't either. I don't hold that. I think Tony should get into shape. I don't really hold it against either guy.
Yeah, it would help Tony,
They
but
need to.
it doesn't seem to matter too
You're right.
much.
Both guys need to get into shape.
Everybody in boxing should get into shape.
But
if
to
they're
your
not.
question, Shannon Briggs, chances,
0.
undisputed champ, I mean, it's not impossible because
Look at the division.
the guys that are champions, he could probably beat all of them. It's not unimaginable to say that he could beat every single one of the current title holders. And so, yeah, I don't know. I'm going to have
I think he's got about his best chance with the guy he's fighting, Sergey Liakovic.
Liakovic, which
That
I'm
would be the
going
one.
to actually pick Liakovic to beat him. And
I am going to go with Briggs on that one, but, you know, I wouldn't be surprised either
I
way.
actually think Valuev is even less skilled than him.
Probably.
And I don't know. I don't think he would actually. I could see each one of the current title holders wanting to fight him,
Yeah,
for
definitely.
sure.
Yeah, he's a decent name.
And they'll want to fight him. He's not. I wouldn't even call him a decent name, truthfully, but he is a recognizable name.
Yeah, recognizable.
And I don't know. I think he's a joke.
Yeah.
I don't think much of him, and I'm gonna leave it at that. I will say if he fought all of them, yes, he could do it, and it would be possible because they would all want to fight him because he's not very highly thought of, and for good reason.
Yeah.
Cedric Kushner, enough said.
Yeah.
There's a reason Kushner has him and someone bigger doesn't. There's a reason Don King doesn't have him. Why does Don King have fucking John Ruiz, not Shannon Briggs?
And Liakovic. No, he doesn't have Liakovic. But anyway, yeah, John Ruiz, people like that. So
There's a reason for that, and it's not because of Briggs not agreeing to sign with King.
yeah,
I don't
absolutely
exactly
not.
know the reason, because King will apparently sign people like John Ruiz. But anyhow, moving on. Thank you, Marcus from Downey, as always.
Yeah, keep writing in.
Appreciate the questions. Okay, next question is from Justin Mariety. Mariety, you know your name. I can't talk correctly. You know where we're from. Anyhow, who do you think is the best trainer in the world, and would you, of course, pick this person to be your trainer? Freddie Roach.
It's a toss-up.
That'd be my number one right now.
It's a toss-up between Freddie Roach and Dan Birmingham, Winky Wright's trainer. Really, that's the only guy he trains besides Jeff Lacey. Well, he does train Chad Dawson also. He kind of stays to the Florida-based fighters more than... And Roach is really an all-around trainer of just anybody. He's got a lot of people all around the world, basically.
I'd also throw in, like, Goosen. I think he's...
Yeah.
I like how he is in the corner with his fighters. Most of the time, he stays really calm,
Yeah,
and I think that helps the fighter.
Yeah, he doesn't get very excited either.
Like, even if they're losing.
That's one of the good things about
There
Roach
was
also.
one recent fight when Goosen was sounding panicky. I can't even think of what it was right now. But it was I was surprised to see it, because usually he stays very calm.
Yeah. And Buddy McGirt, I think, is also a good trainer.
He's
not
a
one
good
of the
trainer,
top trainers,
but he's
so.
not. He is overrated.
Yeah, I agree.
Now we'll see what he does with his son. I think there could really be something there.
Yeah, if he keeps him to boxing like he is, he's got a tall frame, so he's doing good with him
And
so far.
It's a good
Match.
father-son relationship, and
We'll
his
have to
son
see what
has a good
happens.
style for McGirt to train.
Yeah.
Some trainers seem like they can train any style. Some trainers, like...
Freddie Roach is one of them. He's got Manny Pacquiao and James Toney.
Apparently Kevin Rooney only trains... Now, this is what I've heard. I don't know if it's true, but I've heard he tries to train everyone in the peekaboo style.
Like Tyson.
Like, I heard that he trained tall guys in the peekaboo
well,
style.
there's a guy named Leonard Pierre, or Leonard Pierre, that fought John Duddy. He tried to come right out and blast Duddy out right in the first round, exactly like Tyson would do, and he got himself knocked out in the first round. So, yes, it does look like Rooney does that. He does try to train fighters exactly like Tyson.
There was a reason Tyson could do it.
Yeah.
He had the ability as well as...
The perfect frame for it, being shorter than his opponents, for one thing.
Yeah, that is, I mean, you've got to have a guy that's a good in-fighter, can take a great punch,
and that's not tall. That's not a taller fighter than
it's...
his opponents, usually. But,
And really, that style is more of a defensive style anyhow.
yeah, Tyson just used it because he's such an aggressive fighter, and he used it perfectly.
It was really a defensive style meant for fighters that were shorter, that couldn't get inside real well.
Yeah, so
But Tyson turned it into, which with the help of Customato, of course, Tyson turned it into an aggressive,
very aggressive.
ultra aggressive style, genius style.
Yeah, and but Kevin Rooney, can't blame him for wanting to recreate that, but
But
it's just not going to happen.
Moriarty, that is the guy in Japan with Kuroki overseas. So thanks for writing in. I don't know why you wrote in such a formal question. He actually wrote a lot more, as did everyone, but we have to cut these down and get to the real essence of what you're asking. So take care, and yeah, going right along, moving right along. This comes from Wally West, this question and comments here. Wally West, thank you again for writing in. I think it's essential that you guys drop your knowledge on YouTube at least once every 2 weeks. We're trying. YouTube was created for boxing fans, and you guys are 2 steps ahead of the game by having the first official show. Much props to you. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we have the first. I have to agree. We have the first more official show.
Well,
I would
we
say.
know what we're talking about.
Just the other guy, Shanimo, he had his show, which I'll give him props for starting us. On this.
He did. He started it, so that's pretty much where we got the idea.
We did, and we give him credit for that, for giving us the inspiration to begin our own thing.
Yeah.
And yeah, so we've been there before, though, not going there again right now. Further than that, you also say, what's your prediction on the Valuev Barrett match? Well, we both picked Barrett to win by decision.
Yeah.
We just said that in another show, but it'll go on at the same time as this one, in case you didn't see that one. Yeah, Barrett decision. I think Barrett could get screwed over.
Yeah, that's definitely a possibility.
That's
of course.
I think Barrett will win
And
the
be
fight,
robbed, possibly.
but I could. if I had to pick, will he get the decision? Who knows? Wait and find out Saturday.
That's a terrible thing if that's even a question, but, you know.
It's reality.
Yeah, that's the truth.
How do you measure Nikolai Valuev as a fighter? In what round will Klitschko knock him out in when they finally face each other? Well, assuming they ever don't duck each other and fight each other,
We'll both be dying to fight each other, I'm sure.
I don't really, I know. I'm not so sure Klitschko would necessarily win. I would think he would win.
I would pick him, but wouldn't be surprised if either one won.
Because, I mean, with Klitschko, you never know. His chin, come on. We all know his chin, the story with his chin. It's horrible. Well, most of us know the story with his chin, at least. Some of us don't.
Yeah.
But Vladimir is the one with the bad chin. The one you're talking about, obviously.
Of course.
And, yeah, Valuev would...
Could knock him out. He could get knocked out. Who knows? I mean, it's a toss-up fight.
Would probably lose because he's so green with skill. Yeah. So lacking of skill. And
with high-class opponents, he hasn't fought anybody at all. Klitschko has fought some. Yeah, he has fought some good people. So you know.
Yeah, I mean, right now, let's see. He's fought John Ruiz, Valuev.
Yeah, and Larry Donald.
Larry Donald and
Owen Beck.
Owen Beck.
And Clifford Etienne, if you want to throw him in, and that's it. I mean, that's really, literally it. And he's stepping up with Monty Barrett this time.
They're talking about his record being similar to Marciano's. I agree.
Yeah, pretty much.
Very padded record, just like Rocky Marciano.
Marciano's was better than this, but that's not saying much.
Actually, it was significantly better than this.
That's pretty bad.
For the time, it was not that great, really. It was a padded record.
Absolutely.
That's just reality. Would he have beat those other guys? Maybe. Maybe not. We don't know. We're just saying it was padded. Yeah, I'd pick not, probably, and some of, like, Joe Louis.
Oh, absolutely not. No way.
And,
Joe Louis was 132 years old. At least.
He was.
Yeah.
I saw the fight using the magic of slow motion.
Yeah.
The entire fight.
Took quite a while. But
anyway, so nothing secret. I glanced the statement, the crowd of pavement. Look to the ring, amazing. Yo, it's Freddie versus Jason. Oh my goodness, Freddie stepped out, was on some shook shit. Creeping around the ring, sidestepping and walking crooked. Jason overlooked it and tried to grab him from the side. But you know how Freddie do, he's playing tricks with his mind. He appeared from behind and tried to hack him in the back. Jason snuffed him in his face and laid him flat out on the mat. The crowd was screaming. Freddie jumped up, his mouth was leaking, couldn't take the sight of bleeding. On his knees and started pleading. Jason started squeezing around his neck, then gripped him tighter. Freddie even up the odds and made a tag to Michael Myers. Yo, they cheating. It's 2 against 1. The ref ain't see his sleeper hold around his neck. Michael Myers left Jason dreaming. Freddie couldn't wait to take him back to Crystal Lake, but his corrupted plans disrupted by a psycho Norman Bates with a shovel in his hands, balls ready for work. Fucked up, Freddie and Mike, cause he wearing a skirt. But while they laughing, he started attacking and skull smashing. It couldn't last long cause Michael Myers' beard grabbed him. Freddie started slashing. It looked like Norm about to fall, so we brought the leprechaun in the ring, ready to brawl. Yo, this kid is raw, throwing his hands, using the ring. So Michael called his shorty up, Charlie Ray, to do his thing. Now it's really on. Chucky versus the leprechaun. They just circled in the ring, sizing up and bearing arms. Chucky tried advancing, and leprechaun he started prancing around the ring, sweet with his feet and taunt dancing.